Hello guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel, and today we're going to test out the Katana Mkii tool, which has the stereo expand function with the 2 notes cab amp plus. So the Torpedo cab amp plus is an IR loader, virtual cabinet, and many more things. Right now we're going to use it as an IR loader, and by putting your Katana like this, I'm going to post a picture here, where is a line out into my interface, and then, well, before my interface it goes into the Torpedo cab amp plus, and then goes into my interface, and via line out and with the stereo expand on, you bypass the cabinet on the Katana. It's in bypass mode as well, so I don't have to hear the Katana, just hear my IR via my studio monitors. And I'm going to use my Epiphone Les Paul Custom to show you this special pack of Mesa Boogie cabs. So let's take a listen to the tones. As you guys can see here on the screen, I have my Katana. Everything is at noon, and the global, not the global, but this EQ is off, this parametric EQ. There's no EQ at all, and I'm using the vintage cab resonance. Let's start with the crunch tone, and everything at noon without the variation mode. And now I'm going to load up the Torpedo Remote version 5, and here I can see all the cabs that I have. I mean, here in Cabinet Manager, the Mesa Boogie cabinet is already loaded into my 2 notes. So on the right, I have the loaded cabinets. On the left, I have some more cabinets that I can load, because there's so much you can load into here. So sometimes you have to unload to put more here. So but right now, we're just looking at the Mesa Boogie cabs. Now here in Virtual Cabinet, you can see the cab that I'm using. There's lots of possibilities here. We're not going to dive into all of them because that will take like more than 1 hour. You've got your gate, preamp, power amp, then you have the selections of mics depending on which cab you're using, 2 mics in this case, axis, distance. Then you also have an EQ, might come in handy. You have guitar, custom, and bass, in case you're playing a bass with a bass cabinet. You got an enhancer here, body, thickness, and brilliance, and also a reverb that has a few different presets here. I'm gonna try not to use this part here because it will make a long video, like I said. Also, you have a built-in tuner, which is very cool. And here you can see everything from the cabinet that's being used. I can close this and open here, and it says what type of cabinet and stuff like that. So on the bridge pickup on my Les Paul, going into Logic, on the crunch channel on the Katana without no EQ, I have this. That's the sound of that cabinet. Now I can use some power amp, see how it sounds right now. Fattens up the tone, take a listen without it. With it. There's some different options here, like you can change the tube, so we'll have a different tone, of course. Let's just change for another tube and see, not this one, is the same one. And see how it sounds. So the tone starts varying from all these settings. Then you have triode, pentode, depth, and volume, okay, that you can increase. So let's leave it with the first one, that's by default. And now let's, just for the sake of the video, mess around a little bit with this microphone. So I'm going to choose a different microphone here, where you have here, like just to be different, a condenser 87, and here is a ribbon. I'm going to just solo this microphone, so I just click mute on this one. And I can also choose to put the microphone on the back of the cabinet. Okay, let's check out some tones here by moving the distance and the axis knob. So as you guys can see, you can tailor your tone exactly as you wish, because there's a lot of possibilities here. I like to have the power amp engaged. Now the preamp it's a totally different thing, and by myself I prefer to leave it off. It really changes your tone, and not in the best pleasant way, so I'm gonna leave the power amp on. Now I could sculpt my tone here, give some little bit more highs, take some mids around here, and it will sound different, of course. Exaggerate just for the sake of video. Too much, of course. Now if I engage my enhancer, it can become very loud. Brilliance, sort of presence knob. Thickness, sort of a bass, and body also sort of a bass. It's kind of a bass, mid and treble in the end. Okay, you have for guitar and bass as well. And if I engage my reverb, you have this dry wet knob in every as well. In this here, I'm gonna put this all wet. I'm gonna put some real reverb, like plate big thing here. As you see, the software changes here on the background. It's already clipping. So you back off a little bit the out level. You also have a gate, like I told before, and the learn function. Have the threshold to control the gate. Okay, but let's check out the cabs without necessarily any EQ, because you can have that. I prefer to record as the cabs come, just move around the microphones and then apply my EQ after the fact. Okay, in Logic or Pro Tools or whatever, or even on the Katana. You can do that on the Katana. Let's add a booster. Let's go into the lead channel as a little bit more distortion. And now let's take a listen with this cab. This is a small cab. So you have lots of options for your Katana. You can use lots of different cabs and not just the cab from the Katana itself. This is a different cab right now. This is Lone Star 23. It sounds like this. Better to run all the cabs first and see how they sound, because if you go into microphones and different stuff, it will take a lot of time. So this is the Lone Star 23. Sounds cool. Next one we have, I don't know how to pronounce it, TL Front Portrait Compact. All the information is here. It's talking about punches, and it's punchy. Right, let's go for the next one. And same thing, but a little bit different. These are 1x12 cabs. This is a Fillmore 2x12. Lone Star 2x12. Next we have a Lone Star, different in this case. What do we have next? Recto 2x12 horizontal. So the power amp really brings a lot of attitude. If I disengage it. Now with it. Changes a lot the character of the tone. It's really pleasant, not to preamp in this case. I don't use it. Another Recto 2x12. This one with a little bit more high end. Now we have a 4x10 Lone Star. Alright, next one. Another 4x12, but different. Now, next one we have a Recto Standard OS line. This is a 4x12. Under each cabinet, it also says whatever microphones are available. And let's go for the next one. I don't think this is the last one, I don't know. Rectal standard. We'll pick one and then go from there. To more of an aggressive tone. Another rectal traditional slant. And we're back to the beginning. So I like this one. Or let's stick with this one. And just for the fact, this is here on the 2-note side, the pack that I'm talking about, it's this one with all these cabinets. And now I'm gonna do something here. I'm gonna move to the brown channel, see how it sounds here, so I can pick better, a little bit better my cabinet. Okay, let's stay with this one and try to make some adjustments here. As you guys notice, there's no harshness in the tone right now. It's very different. So I'm gonna mute this microphone, just gonna leave this one, put it on axis. I mean, just really in front of the speaker to see what it's doing. Okay, this can stay here. I'm gonna mute this one and choose a different one here. Let me check out. I'll read it different, but this is picking up the IN, and this one. Let me choose a different one. And I want this to be a little bit more off axis, not picking some harshness. Now lower this one. That's a lot of bass. So now we're going into here our depth control. So like this. Let's go into our EQ, see if you can do something here without going into the Katana. Let's check out the tone. Disengage it. Totally different. So let's go into the Katana and start by adding a little bit of a booster. I'm going to turn the tube screamer on, the level a little bit down. Okay, let's check out how it sounds right now. To fatten up that low end. Now let's copy it a little bit here. I'm gonna hit it more presence. It's sounding good, very good. Increase the bass, increase a little bit the treble. And now if you want to go into more details, let me just engage the variation mode to see what it does here. Increase a lot of everything, gonna leave it off. Now you can go into the EQ. There's no need for an high cut, at least for me. I would increase a little bit the highs, I don't know, probably. Even take a little bit of gain, because if you're going to record dual guitars, you don't need too much gain. it sounds good. Let's check out just the next cab, see what different does it make. Very different. We already EQ'd for this cab, so let's say with this one. Let's go for a more smoother tone, just to check out how it reacts. Add some reverb from the Katana. I don't know what reverb it's engaged. It's a plate. Okay, alright, let's leave it like that. Some delay, probably not effects, I mean delay. A little bit slower. Higher in volume. And now let's go for a different kind of tone. For a 212 probably. See what I can do here. On the neck pickup, the other one. Oh, cool. Change the microphone here. Well, when I change guitars like I did from the Ibanez to this one, it seems like I forget to know how to play. We still have the booster, let's disengage it. More top end. So guys, hope you enjoyed the video. It sounds pretty amazing and there's a lot of possibilities here that I didn't went to. All the EQs that you have in the Katana combined with the EQs that you have on the software from the 2 notes, and the after things you can do with the recording, EQ by yourself and stuff like that. But just the fact that you can have whatever type of cabinet, high quality cabinets to your Katana on a recording situation, it's great. This is a unit that it's not very expensive. They have 2 or 3 different units, like I have the Capture X, but it's not meant to do this. This one is cheaper off the price, if I'm not mistaken. It's a lot of stuff that it does, IR loader, DI box, virtual cabinet and other stuff. Very comprehensive menu even on the little box. It's really cool unit to have at home if you want to take full potential to take of your Katana with different cabs for recording. It's amazing. So let's leave it like this. I'm gonna do another video, more of a heavy metal tone with my Solar, and see what I can find here from these Mesa Boogie cabinets. Okay, so many thanks for watching, and please subscribe to my YouTube channel, it will help a lot, and stay tuned for the next video. Cheers!